everyone. My name is Matt, Matthew E. I'm demoing my, this is my heavy metal patch that I've created using Bias Desktop. It is an application used on your desktop computers and your iOS devices, including iPads and iPhones. You do need an audio interface to use it. So if you're going to be using it in iOS or anything like that, you're going to need certain connections. If you're working on anything like a desktop, Windows, Linux, whatever it is, all you need is something like an audio interface. I have a Focusrite 2-port channel, so that's how I'm running the condenser microphone that I'm speaking into, and the guitar is running into that. The digital audio workstation that I'm using is, or DAW, is Reaper. I'm using a 64-bit version of Reaper and a 64-bit version of Bias. And so through the Focusrite, I can control the sound and monitor it within Reaper. So as you can see here on my screen, this is the Matthew E. Heavy Metal patch. I think I'm being clever with the 3's and the ampersand and the 1. It started with a 5150, I believe. The PV, I'm not sure if it was the 5150 or the 6150. I'm not sure which one Bias has, but that's the one I was using. I changed a lot to the preamps. I changed it to a more modern style. I edited everything. I went from the topologies and the tone stacks to the power amps. It really just little adjustments. I was really, you know, click and change type of thing. You know, changing the microphone placement. I did a nice, really just a 2 to 3 band EQ just to kind of get my low ends higher in. So really just the demo of this video will be me just kind of playing some riffs to show you the overall spectrum of this guitar tone. Personally, I really like this one. You know, I really like Bias for its hum reduction and built-in noise gate. You can actually try the room control. I don't really like it. It sounds really fake. That's just personal preference. But you know, that's edited too. I'm really enjoying the software, so I'm just going to kind of demo a couple of riffs. So here we go. I'm just going to turn on. This is the bridge pickup real quick. A little quick test. So what I really like about this sound is how you can get full chords. Something like if you've listened to something like Veil of Maya, Periphery, even Intervals, they like using these fat jazz almost sounding chords in their drop tunings. My tuning's only in drop D, so it might not be as heavy, but I'll try and play some heavy riffing just to kind of show you, you know, what my patch is capable of. So. So as you can see there, you actually have that, you know, that almost new kind of sound. You know, that's personally, I think it sounds really good. That's how I like it. I like being able to hear like all the notes in there. But also, you know, one thing I've noticed too is that with my metal patch, my heavy metal patch, you can even play kind of some of those newer poppy kind of heavy metal sounds. Something like A Day to Remember's been doing a lot lately, where it almost has that pop punk sound to it, but with a lot more distortion. And so, you know, I'll play a quick little thing right here. I'm going to flip over to the neck pickup and then switch back down to the bridge pickup. as you can see, like sustain for days. You also have that rhythmic sound, also that punchy sound, which is really cool. Let's see. Another kind of sound that I've noticed that I've been able to achieve with my heavy metal patch is that if I flip over to the neck pickup, right, you kind of have that really fat sound to each note. And I mean, I can't really sweep pick, but for some more alternative picking, kind of that death metal kind of sound, I realized that you can kind of get a lot of those sounds too. So you got... you know, and that's also, you know, it's a really enjoyable sound right there. And then also kind of like for more, you know, I'm just going to kind of like demo a little bit right here is I got this, you know, this little sound that I was just with. It kind of reminds me of kind of that old school metal, maybe a little Motorhead influence, where I've like, you know, I'm realizing that with a little more distortion, it kind of sounds more like a live hair metal, not hair metal, but heavy metal stage. You know, you got... So as you can see, I'm also, you know, I'm seeing like how diverse you can actually really get this type of sound out of just something like Bias.